Wait for that to start. There you go. And do the screen share. So there you go. You can see my screen now. So 8:30 a.m. We had a bunch of red folder news. I have not looked at the charts yet, but I kind of have an idea of what they look like. So we'll go check that out there. And we got to reset everything. A little bit early starting today, but that's fine. It's a PA day today for my son, so he's home from school. So that's why I'm kind of early because I didn't have to really get him ready, like make his lunch or anything. So we'll set things up, and I'll try and start the setup at 9:30. There you go. Okay, it's 9:30, so I can start now. Uh, Here. Okay, so we're gonna go to 7 p.m. is up here. So today, guys, it's looking like I am not sure if it's going to be a good day or a slow day or whatever. So good days basically means there's lots of volume. Slow day means there's no volume, right? Like a bad day. So I'm not really sure. US30 doesn't look that great. You can see here it's just been ranging. I caught this trade and then I caught two trades within here yesterday. This was the after the live. I did two trades in here and I called them at the end of the live. You can see the time there, 10:30 a.m. yesterday. And then I caught this trade here. This was my comeback trade, was really good. So we're gonna go to 7 p.m. here. 7. Boom. Boom. And yeah, you can see we're in the Tokyo range there for US30. And then we'll grab our lines and the same thing, just drop these lines here on the chart and do that. Okay. So yeah, there's no trend right now in US30. It's pretty much just sideways, right? Like all this here. This looks something like what we'd have in the Nasdaq in the New York Open, like 9:30 for the first like hour or so, where just the 15-minute candles just go crazy sideways. But yeah, it's been going sideways for a while. So today, because of that, today might not be that great of a day for trading just because it's been going sideways so much, unless it breaks out, which that's kind of what I'm hoping will happen. So 32, so we're ready here. We're getting set up, and that's the 9:30 candle. So this is the US30 trade. And as you can see, um, this is the Tokyo range. So if we get a short from this, that's what I'm saying. It's not that great, right? Because this would be our target right here. And it could possibly just wick down there. But I always take the setup if it's presented. But today, guys, I'm going to, just because it is Friday, and I'm going to do a withdrawal uh, after I'm done trading here, I'm going to drop my lot size just because I don't want to give money back to the market if it is a bad day, right? So I recommend, if you feel you want to do the same thing, like if I'm saying, hey, I'm going to drop my lot size, then, if you want to do the same thing, you can. With these prop firm test phase, because most people are in their test phase, right? Because we just started. It's unlimited time. So like you don't have to think, oh, I need to get it done in a week or, in even a month. You don't need to think like that. Like you just take your time. If you don't feel good, uh, like maybe you're having kind of a bummed out day or whatever, just don't trade. There's no time limit to it or anything. It's no rush. So just take your time. So I always do that when I'm about to withdraw and I have like, another day to trade or whatever kind of thing. Cause I like to try and do like a withdrawal a week. Um I just I just take it easy that last day. Cause it's like, it's kind of like driving when you're tired. That's not a good idea. So, trading's like that as well is, be like the last you'll feel this as well, like the last day when you go to pass your challenge, like to get say you have a 50K account, you gotta make 3,000 or whatever. Um, that last day or trade that takes you to 3,000, it feels different than the rest of the trades, right? So you kinda, that's kinda yourself telling you like maybe, okay, slow down, take it easy, and, that type of thing. Okay, so we're waiting around here, And yeah, it's not doing anything, it's slow. So so we'll see what happens here. I kinda don't it probably will give a short, but I don't like that because we've got the, Tokyo range there really close, and it could just wick down here and then go back up and just continue ranging. But yeah, normally, if you have a ranging New York session, then the move is actually gonna happen, like, later in the day, like, after 11 AM type thing. So, because it is a PA day today, I'll probably just kinda keep my eye on things if we don't get too many trades here today, and then I'll post in the group. So, I've been posting the last couple days, guys, to make sure you download the school app on your phone, and, then you'll get the notifications, right? So when I make a post and then if you can take the trade, because I'm gonna start doing that a lot more now, is just posting trades in the group for everybody, and it'll be for everyone, right? Because I can't separate, posts for, like, VIP or the standard members. So I guess the standard members will get their money's worth, $9 a month. It's pretty crazy, there, and if we don't have a good live session, like, we don't get, say, 4 trade calls or whatever, then I'll just post some in the group throughout the day. So, yeah, download the app and turn your notifications on because, yeah, I looking at this today, guys, I'm not really sure if we'll be able to even get 3 trades during this session because it's just so slow. And, and then the other question is, like, if we get a short here in US30, should we take it? Like, this is where they're gonna take price, guys. Like, they could take it to here and then reversal, right? So, I'm gonna as I always say, like, if the setup presents itself, I'll take it, but if I don't feel comfortable in it, I'll just drop my lot size. So, say normally I trade 10, um, lots in US30, then I'll just drop it to, like, 5 or something like that, right? So if there is a loss, it's, uh, it's hardly anything there, and yeah, so it's looking like it wants to give us a short, and if you back out on US30, like, a short looks good if we go here. So if we go to the 15-minute, okay, and we're to back things out, you can see it's going sideways, but look at all this, right? So, like, it could come down to where it is, to the bottom of this box, and then go back up and just range for the rest of our session, or it could come down to here, okay? But anyways, it didn't give us our entry because if we go to the 1 minute, we can see it's back above, like, it never had a body open down here. So, yeah, we kinda have to just watch out for that. So that's why I would recommend just drop your lot size, for this, and, yeah, because my kind of purpose here is to do trade calls, right, for you guys. So, I don't want to beat around the bush, but I probably wouldn't if I was just sitting here trading by myself. I probably wouldn't take a short here, but that's what I'm saying. Maybe just drop your lot size, but it is presenting like the model, right? So it could be our next candle we get in, and I'm gonna do it just because it is the model, and I always trade the model. So I'm gonna go in on the next candle. That body has to open below here. It's definitely going to open below there, but this could be the same thing as our first losing trade yesterday, the third trade. Uh, it could just be a liquidity sweep. Like, this could actually be the bottom, and then we go back up because that is the bottom of the Tokyo uh, range there. Okay, so keep that in mind, and I would jot that down in your journal as well. If this actually goes bad for us, just jot it down in your journal. The reason why it went bad is because we actually bought or sold at the bottom of the Tokyo low, and that's where, um, the liquidity was from the past 15 minutes there, if we go to the 15-minute chart. Okay, so we're gonna get our sell here, okay? So, I'm in there right now, basically, that candle opened up, and we're gonna see, we're gonna go to the 15-minute chart, okay? And all honesty, once again, guys, I don't like this trade, but I got in there with hardly anything, so it's all good. And this is probably where price is gonna go. So you definitely wanna sell 100% if it touches here. It could because this is a stage 3, right? Like stage 1, stage 2, stage 3, stage 4, stage 1. This is a stage 3, so it could break this and we could get a freaking killer trade. Okay, so it's at our take profit. Okay, so I got out 100%. Okay, because this is a very strong point. But if we get a body open below here, then that's another trade, right? Because there's a bunch of fair value gaps down here. Okay, so sorry I'm not on the 1 minute chart, but you can see it hit the target, right? Okay, so that's our first trade. That's good. Created a profit. And then if we get a body open below here, you could get in again, okay? Because it'll continue down likely, but we'll see what will happen here. And that wasn't a huge trade, but it was something, I think. Here, I'm gonna see how much I did on that one. Oh, shit, I didn't change my lot size, guys, and I made 369 dollars on that because I forgot to change my lot size. So, all my talking about, like, I'm gonna go in smaller and stuff, and, yeah, I forgot to change my lot size because I was talking too much. Oh, man. Good thing it worked out. Jeez. Okay. Those are the kind of mistakes I make, like, when I lose, like, that's normally what it's like. It's, like, totally my fault. Anyways, that worked out. I'll have to post that because I know a lot of people might be like, "What? 360 bucks off one little trade like that?" Yeah, I forgot to drop my lot size. Okay, we are 9:41. You can see a body's not opening below there, so it's telling us right now, "Don't trade." Like, just stay out for now, okay? And that's good. So we got a trade quick, which I was kinda not very confident in that we'd get a trade so quick, but we did, so that's good. And we'll start to set this guy up. So we'll just get our lines ready. And okay, so US30 looks like it wants to come down. So we know that. Let's just look at the NASDAQ here real quick. The NASDAQ is crashing, but it's like everything else in the market right now. Everything's just coming down. So yeah, it's bearish, guys, right? High, lower high, lower high, lower lows. Okay, it's bearish, it's coming down. So probably I think I think we're gonna get longs today in the NASDAQ just because it has been coming down so much. But we had all that red folder news this morning. So I'm gonna say I don't know, but I'm leaning kind of towards that we'll get longs. Okay, so this guy here is giving us another trade. I am gonna drop my lot size this time. Okay, so I'm dropping it down to let's just have fun. I'm gonna drop mine all the way down to 5. I'm on a 100K account, so you could drop yours to like 1 if you wanted to here. And if you're new, like this is your first like week or something trading on your firm account, like your test phase, just trade on one lot, guys, till you're comfortable. Like it's not a race. So, trade on one lot. There's like no feel, it feels like paper trading when you're trading on one lot. Like it honestly doesn't matter. And it's just a good, there you go. Okay, so here's our entry. So I'm just gonna get in there. And there's no real kind of feeling to it. It's a good way to start. So let's put our line here, and then if this line breaks, I get out of the trade. I take a minimal loss. Okay. I'm not waiting for it to like totally pull back on me. And I'm thinking like likely if it does pull back, it's gonna go to here and then come back down. Right. But you just get out. When that trend line breaks, you just get out. Like it's in a little itty bitty bit of profit right now, but we've got like if you look at this on the 15-minute, like I showed, there's so many gaps down here in the market. So it could be a banger day. Like all these are fair value gaps, guys. All of these. Price wants to come and fill these. Okay. It's fair value gap is it's basically just an imbalance in the market, and the institutions have to fill them, right? So they have to eventually over time they have to fill them. Of course, if you back out and you look on like the hourly chart, you'll see ones that are like years old and stuff like that. But on smaller time frames like the 15-minute, the 1 minute, the 5 minute, what we use for scalp trading, they have to fill them. Like they pretty much have to be filled. So you got to keep that kind of stuff in mind. So this trade is doing good. It's in profit. Look at that candle. Jesus. That's, that's a pretty you know, wouldn't want to be long today, I'll tell you that. So we're trading in the right direction. And then, this trade here is in real nice profits right now. So you just take profit anytime you want, guys. Like it's about passing your test, and then after that, it's about making money. So, if you feel good in this trade, then just get out of it. Like I'm getting out of it right now because I'm like, oh, it's good. It's good enough for me. Even though that was 5 lots and it's basically nothing, but still, if I was in there with 10 lots on a 50K account, that would be 100 and something bucks or whatever. That's good enough. Okay. So I got out and it actually started to pull back a bit if we go on the 1 minute, on the 1 minute chart. Well, not really, but anyways, you know what I'm saying, right? I got out right here. Okay. So this guy, man, I'm kind of a mess today, all over the place. So we are 9:45 right now. This is the 9:45 candle. So we got to wait for this candle to stop. And the NASDAQ was like tanking today. So we have to see what is going to happen here. Oh, and also I said this yesterday as well, which I think is really good, guys. Don't go in 2 trades at the same time. Like you might still be in this here just because I was saying like, oh, it's likely going to just, tank today kind of thing, like come down a lot. I would close it if you're going to take another trade like we did yesterday. It's just not a good idea to be in 2 trades at the same time unless you feel you can handle it, then that's, totally cool. You do what you wanna do. Um, Here, but, like, even myself, I'm like, a lot of times I don't like to be in 2 trades, you know? And when you up your lot size and you're trading on a lot of lots, it can be really stressful if you're in 2 trades and one's going against you, and you're like, "Oh, man." Okay, so this one right here is kinda screaming to us, that we need to get out. There you go, okay? So it broke. This is your first sign, get the hell out of the trade. I think we came in around where it is right now, so hopefully you guys sold where I sold. I think I sold this candle, I'm not 100% sure, but yeah, that trend line broke, so that trade's done with, and this was a fair value gap. Oh, no, this was the low on the 15 minutes, so we can delete that. Um, so we could look for another setup in here. This guy's giving us a short pretty soon. So once again, drop your lot sizes if you feel you need to. I'm going to drop mine to, I don't know, maybe 3 or something on the NASDAQ, just because today's kind of not about making money for me. It's just about like the experience and, just trading every day, guys. If you do something every single day, you'll eventually be like really freaking good at it. So you got to treat trading the same way, right? Like the honest thing is like just get obsessed with it. Like that's what I did, and, now I can just glance at a chart, and pretty much within 5 minutes, I can find a trade, like, any time of the day. It's crazy, guys. Unless there's, like, no liquidity, that's it's like, "No, don't trade." But, yeah, most of the time, I can just look at a chart, and then it'll give me a trade, which is really good. Okay, so let's put a trend line on here, okay? One other thing I wanna say, which this is totally up to you, is I would not recommend going down the rabbit hole of trying to learn too much. Like, learn what's in the course. If you'll know this, like, once you start trading, like, go through the big idea course, right? The trading course under right here, classroom, okay? And, once you start trading, you'll see like what works good for you. Okay, fair value gaps work great for me. So then, take what I've said about them and then go to YouTube and study fair value gaps, right? Do things like that. Like it's not about just following the content that's in the course, right? The course it's going to teach you how to trade. It'll teach you what to look for. It teaches you all the confirmations, right, in your trading. But then if something really, really works for you, then study that, look into it, right? Okay. That's what I recommend you guys do because that's what I did is I spent years going down the rabbit hole of trying to learn every strategy and ITC this and all this nonsense kind of stuff, which I don't know, some people it works for them, it doesn't work for me, right? Just learning a bunch of stuff and having like your chart with a bunch of different things all over it and 10 indicators and all that nonsense kind of thing, guys. So this guy here, our trade is doing pretty good. The NASDAQ. Um, I forgot to say get in, but anyways, you guys know I was talking about getting in there. I got in with 3 lots, right? Okay. So yeah, that's another thing, guys, is just kind of like don't overdo it. Like learn the candles, learn what the candles are trying to tell you to do, and then stick to the content that's in the course. And then from that content, go out there and like expand your knowledge about what you like about it. Like maybe it's levels. Like for me, it's looking at the 15-minute chart, tells me the big picture for scalp trading. The levels, so these lines and stuff like that, they tell me like a good entry point. And then the fair value gaps tell me where price could go to, right? So those 3 things there, if you master them or master, whatever 3 things work for you kind of thing, then that's really all you need, right? Okay, you don't need 100 different things on your chart. Okay? Just some, I don't know, some advice there for you. So this trade here, guys, it's kind of, it's having a bit of a pullback here, and it's kind of at our entry. So this one could go against us. So let's go. Let's look here at the 15-minute, and it's going to be way back in the past. Holy smokes. So way back here. So you can see there's a lot of support through here. Okay. We had a bunch of wicks down there. Price is right here. So you can see that's why it's stopping because of all this back there. But if it goes sideways for too long, just get out of the trade. Like there's no point staying in something that's telling you to get out. Okay. It's still going for us, but it's kind of back to where we got in. Or I think, yeah, it's in a little bit of a loss right now. Okay. So it's okay. I'm getting out of this trade. I don't like that. It's where I got in. Okay. So I'm out of the trade at like break even. Yeah, there you go. Okay. So this thing could turn up. Like when you see this stuff, guys, it's telling you to get out. Okay. And it could do something like this where it comes up here and then comes back down. But there's a lot of let's look through here. I bet there's a lot of fair value gaps and stuff. Yeah. So there's one right here, but it's very bearish. So I don't think these will get filled. Okay. This one could because it's so damn close. There's one right here. Okay. And yeah, it's giving us a lot of opportunity to get out of the trade if you want to get out. It's up to you, right? Like it didn't officially break the trend line yet. If this next candle opens here, then of course it's broken. And that's actually a good place for it to break because that's where we pretty much got in to that trade if you stayed in the trade. But yeah, look at this, guys. You got 3 neutral candles here. Like it's definitely going to do something, either go up or just continue going down. But like look at this. See, this gave you lots of opportunity to get out here, and then now it's going back up. So this guy would probably do the same. And then we know there's fair value gaps in here. So price is going to want to go there if it starts to go up, right? Okay, it's going to have a hard time getting past this red line because that's the 945 low, which there's a lot of volume. This is where all the volume is, guys. From the open is from 930, which I didn't line this up. Here, we gotta line this guy up. So 930, okay, to 945 is where all the volume, that first 15 minutes, That's where all the volume comes in for the NASDAQ. US30, it's the first 2 minutes, as you can see there. Okay, gold, I don't trade, like as I was saying yesterday, I don't trade gold enough in the New York session to know about it, but we could look at gold and see. Like you can see a ton of volume came in here, okay, which is before 9:30. Um, it to me, it looks like maybe the first 10 to 15 minutes the volume comes in, but that's just for today. So you'd have to go back in time and look at the gold chart because I know a lot of people love to trade gold, right? Gold trades on levels and it doesn't really respect trend lines all that much. From what I've noticed, it's like the Nasdaq, it really likes levels. US30 loves trend lines. Like loves it. It trades in trend lines most of the time, like on higher time frames, right? You'll find them on the 15-minute, the hourly time frames there. Okay, and this is all stuff that you can write in your journal, and then you can look into it later. Um, there, yeah. So this guy here is like really freaking people out now, and good thing we got out. You know, I took a break even on this trade, but then the first two trades we have had were one was a banger because I forgot to drop my lot size. And then the other one, here, I'll look at the other one. What did it give me? I don't think that much. 136 bucks. So so I made almost 500 today, and that was because I made a mistake and I didn't drop my lot size when I said I would. But yeah, I've done the 3 trades. This guy was pretty much exactly break even for me. And so we got 3 trades. That's good because I wasn't sure we were going to get our 3 trades today. And then we've got one more. We could probably get 2 more, and then I'll do the same thing I've been doing the last 2 days, guys, is we'll look at gold or, whatever, Nasdaq, whatever, and then we'll do a trade call for after the when the session ends for those people that join late, because I know some people come in at, like, around this time, 10 o'clock, and you guys actually miss, like, a couple trades. So this guy here is back down to where it went. So it came back up. I think I even said that it's going to come back up likely to this red line here and then come back down. Um, I don't know. I'll have to watch the recording. I forget if I said that or not. I'm pretty sure I did. This guy is just going sideways. Uh, so the setup for this now would be like that. So this would be your next trade because it's just trending. So it's bearish, right? It's just trending down. The Nasdaq, we looked at that on the 15-minute. You can see it's just going down. So in a trending market, right, either going down or going up, you just keep on moving your red line down, right? If it's a bullish market, you just keep on moving your green line up. That's taught in the course. So that's the model I teach in the course, right? I don't teach these well, unless you're the VIP member and then you know the strategies because you just watch the strategies model. And I'm going to do the gold one, I think, next week, guys. Matt, one of the VIP members, he gave me an idea is to just record an entire, like, hey, me getting a prop firm test, me passing the test phase, and then building up in Tradeify, you don't build up the buffer, you just make 5 days of 150. So doing that and then recording a withdrawal, and then you guys can see the entire process. Okay, so this has given us another trade here. I've done my 3 trades, so I'm just going to drop down to 1 lot, and then I'll take a short in here. Where's the NASDAQ? Oh, I'm really missing out. I'm getting in late. Anyways, you guys know, right? We put that line on the chart. So I'm in with 1 lot just because I've done my 3 trades. I don't want to break my trading rules, but I still, I want to do the trades here for you guys. So we do this. We got in, well, when I first called it, it was like around here. So it's in profit. Okay. This is our 4th trade. And then once again, guys, just take profit anytime you want. Most scalp traders, they take profit within the 1-minute candle they enter into. Okay. Believe it or not. I know that everyone is like, oh, take it as far as you can and stuff like that. But like we're scalp trading, we're using a massive lot size and, you know, 3, 4 pips or whatever. you're making a lot of money. So right now I'm like, "Oh, this is cool. I'll just take profit right here." Right? I got in up here. Okay, I know I'm only in 1 lot, but if I was in 6 lots, that move right there, maybe that's 80 bucks. Okay? And maybe my goal is to make 250 a day or something. Make 250 a day, put in put in like maybe 2 or 3 losing days in there, and you've passed your prop firm test in 2 weeks, right? Okay, it's not always about, "Oh, I gotta squeeze every single penny out of here," because if you think like that, it might go against you. But, yeah, either take profit where you want to, or you can take profit when the trend line breaks, or when you see this kind of stuff, when it starts to go sideways. There's a bunch of different models you can take to get out, okay? So then, say I'm still in the trade, I need to just readjust my trend line. Okay, so then I'm readjusting my trend line. You want your trend line to always touch 3 candles, okay? All this is in the course. Okay, so that's we've had 4 winners so far, so we'll try and get it's 10 o'clock. Man, we could probably get 2 more trades out of here. Okay, this guy's giving us a trade as well. Boom. So a body opens below here, then you're in a short. Okay, once again, if you don't feel comfortable, just drop your lot size. Like, I'm trading on 1 lot now, guys, because I just I already did my 3 trades. I don't know if I should tell you guys how much I make, but I'm at $6,880 for the week on a 100K account. So, like, I don't really need to make a whole ton of money. Like, I don't need to make $10,000 a week. It's just kind of ridiculous, right? I think when you think like that, you kind of get yourself in like a weird position in your trading, is thinking about, I need to make this, I need to make that. But yeah, just kind of, if the trade setup presents itself, then you can take it. We know US30, 15-minute chart, there's a whole bunch of fair value gaps back here. Like, there's tons through there. If you're to put on the normal candles, okay, we got these wicks coming down here. This is super strong. So let's put a little line on there. We'll see how far away we are from that. Okay, so this might not be a good entry if you're to take a short here, because this could be a bottom. So I'm gonna take it still. So on our next candle is the entry model, unless it comes back up here. But yeah, it is giving us a model to trade off. But we know that this line here is really, really strong. Okay, so it didn't give us our entry model with that candle, right? Okay, this guy here is breaking. So like that trade is done. Okay, and boom, look at that. So good thing we looked to the left. We saw, what was going to happen here. Okay, so that's been taken out. So what are we going to do now? We're going to go like this. We're going to go like this. We're not trading against the 15-minute chart. Okay, look at the 15-minute chart's bearish still, but we're getting a trend reversal here. Well, we still have 12 minutes to go. So if we open in 12 minutes, this next 15-minute candle up here, then that's a sign that there's going to be a trend reversal and it continues going up. And this is just a pullback to grab liquidity. Okay. So guys, like, a minute ago, price was here. This is the 15-minute chart. Price was here. It went all the way back up to here in a minute, basically 2 minutes. Look at that. So yeah, you got to, just stick to your rules there. So good thing we just didn't buy around here, or sorry, sell around here. Okay. And we actually waited and it didn't give us our entry model. And then now it's just going up. The NASDAQ, you're definitely out of that trade, right? Okay. So yeah, now I'm thinking, I don't know if we're going to get our trade here, like a fifth or sixth trade, because it's back into this range. So this is the 930 low, 932, 932. So I'll just put that on there just so we know. Yeah, but we're looking for shorts, guys. Like, it's under the VWAP. It's come down a lot. But once again, like in the next 15 minutes, or 12 minutes or whatever it is. What was it? 12 minutes? So we're at, oops, 10 minutes now. Then we'll know if the trend has changed or not. Like if price is up here in 10 minutes, then we know that maybe we're going to start to trade long in this. And this is just a little pullback. I'm surprised these things are doing so good, like US30, like the Nasdaq's crashing, obviously, but the US30, I'm surprised it's going up so much because of all this war stuff. Like normally when there's bad news in the economy, normally it's like gold does good, um, because it's like the safe haven. I can't talk right, for people. And Nasdaq, US30, S&P 500, normally they crash, right? When like kind of negative news. Like remember COVID, the COVID crash was insane in the Nasdaq. It was nuts. Okay, so yeah, this is like do not trade. It doesn't know what's going to happen here. So we got to just wait. And yeah, here's something else too, guys, is you can't think like, oh, I wish I had have longed from here because you don't know. Like this candle here, guys, and this one, we were thinking in these two candles because of all this. And remember, our line was right here. Okay. We were thinking, oh, we're going to get a nice short opportunity here. Right. And it actually gave like a nice long opportunity, but this is totally going against the trading rules. Like all these confirmations are not lining up to take a long here. Uh, so yeah, you just don't know. Like you don't know until it plays out. Like we know something is going to happen because it's going sideways. Like also here, I know something is going to happen because it's going sideways, but you just can't randomly click buy or sell because if you do that, like if I was to click here, buy or sell, I'd have a 50% chance that I'd be right. And I don't think that's worth it just to take a 50% chance. You have to have your confirmations below the VWAP, your levels are set up, it's giving you an entry model, all those things. And this is when indicators come into play as well, is like RSI, MACD. These are all indicators that if you want, you can look into that work, that institutions use, right? So, a lot of that stuff works. Okay. So NASDAQ is trying to give us another short. So let's put a line in there. And I don't know what all these lines are here, but I know one of them is, I think this is we got to delete that one. I think that was just an entry point. And this is the 930 low, right? Or 945. 945, I think. I don't know. These are fair value gaps. So we could take these out. Price is so far away from there that, that wouldn't be target. Your target for if you got a long would be here somewhere. Yeah, right here. Okay. So if you were to take this trade, you'd be trading against the 15-minute chart. But yeah, it could come all the way up to there or even higher. It could reverse and come up and fill all these gaps in here. But we don't want to trade like that because we're under the VWAP, which means we should be trading short. But look how far away it is from the VWAP, right? And the trend on the 15-minute is down, right? So if we were to trade long right now, we're trading against the higher time frames, which is extremely risky. And the only good thing about trading long, say in a position like this, is which you're just gambling. If you're buying right now, you're gambling, is that you could be buying the bottom, right? You could, but we don't know that, right? Like for instance, yesterday, this is a perfect example yesterday, why we didn't just start trading short with US30. And remember, it just kept on pumping yesterday and we just kind of stayed away from it. But it looked like, oh, it'd be amazing to sell like throughout the entire session. My mind was saying, you should just sell, you should just sell. But then I know my risk management is like, I should not do that. And luckily, my risk management was right. It just kept on going up and up and up and up. And then finally, when was it like 7 p.m. or something or 8 p.m.? It actually like tanked. So Yeah, you just don't know, guys, and that's why you gotta kinda play it safe. So right now, like, the chart is looking like, "Oh, you should just buy, Drew. Like, just click buy, buddy. Just do it." Like, that's kinda what it's taunting me to do, but I know that it's not a good idea just to randomly, you know, click buy or click sell or whatever. I have to wait for my confirmations. So, yeah, it's going for that fair value gap up there, and this guy here is it's basically just touched the Tokyo low. So we'll look at it. We'll see on the 1 minute. There's a fair value gap up here. There's one way up there. So yeah, both of these guys, they could be doing trend reversals right now that maybe at 10:30, 11, we actually see on the 15-minute chart, okay, now we can start trading long, right? But it's too risky to just buy right here because this could just be a little, pullback and then we get another leg down. We don't know. So this is the time in trading where it's kind of like, your mind is thinking and telling you, "Oh, I could have got in a trade. I could have got in a trade." Like I put this line here when price was around here, right? So, you're going to have thoughts like that. It's just you have to wait for your confirmations. Okay, so let's go and let's figure this out. If we're going to get some longs, where could we long from? Okay, so right now it's telling me I could long from basically above this red line is where I could start to get into long positions. The 15-minute chart has 4 more minutes on its candle. And if price is up here and we open up on the 15-minute up here, then I could go long. This one, I think it's the same thing, right? Like we looked at it. Yeah. So same thing. Like if price opens up here, the only bad confirmation about this is it's below the VWAP on both of them. But yeah, you could, if price opens up here in 4 minutes, 3 minutes, which I don't think it will, you could trade long. There's going to be a bunch of fair value gaps through here on the 1 minute chart. But I think overall, guys, like I think we're going to go sideways here, and then we're going to go down some more throughout the day, uh, especially with US30. I think just with all this like negative war news and stuff, I think the Nasdaq just has to come down more. Like it's at $30,000, and same with Bitcoin, there, guys. I think Bitcoin's, you know, I oh, maybe I'll post this in group later on, but at like 130K, uh, I used to post in one of my friends' crypto groups. Like I did the swing trade analysis for that group, and I posted. Some of you guys are probably in that group. I posted when Bitcoin was like 130 or 125,000, whatever the high was. I posted in there, "Hey, I think Bitcoin's going to go down to $54,000." And I showed like, the Fibonacci and all that kind of stuff cuz for basically to look into retracements on a swing trade, Fibonacci works really really good for it, like Fibonacci levels. And I found a level at like $54,000 and everyone freaking laughed at me. There's so many laughing emojis and now it's like 61,000 bucks. So I'm like, it's almost there. So it's pretty funny. But yeah, that was pretty funny. Okay. So we've got, yeah, I'm gonna post that in the group because I think people will find that funny. But yeah, there was like 5 people with laughing emojis, like, yeah, right. Whatever, buddy. And it's almost there right now. But yeah, it took a year to get there, or more than a year. Okay, let's drop down to the 1 minute chart. And once again, guys, it's just telling us not to trade. Right? So look at this now. Now we're back down here with the NASDAQ. So it came up, touched our fair value gap. So this is a sign for you if you're new to trading and you're watching these lives and you're like, holy crap, like it keeps on doing this fair value gap stuff. Like he puts the line on there and it goes to there. So then that might be something you want to look more into. Like what I was saying at the start of the live is, go through the course, find the things that really stand out to you, like in your trading, right? And then learn more about them. Like go to YouTube, watch an hour-long video on fair value gaps, and then you'll learn everything you need to know about it. Because guys, I'm like, if I was to put an hour-long video for each of the confirmations in there, like you notice they're really short, right? They're like 2 minutes. I think the longest video in there is like 8 minutes or something like that. people wouldn't watch it. They wouldn't make it through the course. So, yeah, you wanna go and you wanna actually, like, really master the things that stand out to you. So fair value gaps, I know, like, I've probably watched 20 hours of content on fair value gaps. I've tested out a bunch of different models based upon fair value gaps, and I find the model that I teach, finding them on the 1-minute chart and using them as your targets for where price is gonna go, it just works the best, is what I found. Okay, so this guy's been taken out, and you can see it is a level. So it's this back here, right? It's struggling with. That's what I'm saying. If we get up here, then we could take a long trade. We have to wait. We got another 15 minutes to go. So I don't think we're going to get a trade in 15 minutes unless it can come up here. US30 has to come up. I think it's above the red line, right? We were saying on the 15-minute. Yeah. So US30 has to come up here. So there's no trade right now, guys. There is nothing. Didn't give us a short. This one didn't give us a short. This guy's really trying to get up there. I'm going to set an alert here. And then we're going to look at gold for a bit. We'll set an alert right here. Let's set an alert at above the VWAP because that makes more sense to do. Okay, so there's our alert set. So the alarm will go off if price gets there. So let's look at gold. We'll chart out gold. There it is. And we'll see, because I know some of you guys that trade like before the course, you guys are like, gold is the best. Because I've had a lot of people message me saying, Drew, can you do more gold stuff? So we'll look at gold because I like gold as well. It's what I prefer to trade after New York session. It's just the Nasdaq is like New York session basically, right? Like that's what everybody freaking trades. Okay, today is the 5th, right? Yeah. Okay, so we're gonna go look for 7 p.m. And if we do this enough times, we'll see if this Tokyo range means something. So yesterday it meant something. Okay, so right here, boom. Okay, so 7 to 1, and 1's like around here, but that's the lowest wick from 7 to 1. And then this is the 7 o'clock is the highest one for this guy. So you can see, guys, it means something for gold as well. Like, look at that. And I know if you go and you actually study Tokyo range, Tokyo session, the times is like it's not from 7 p.m. to 1, right? It's just from like my experience, this is what I've learned works the best is to block out 7 p.m. to 1 a.m., right? By looking at the chart so many times. That's why I don't know. It's just weird. That's how it like works out for me. So, and that's why it's in the course. But you can see here. So today, once again, it worked out really, really good. It was the high here was that 7 p.m. and then the low it continued. Well, it wicked below. So this is a liquidity grab of all this here, and then it broke below. So gold is tanking, but it's not really moving at all. But anyways, we know that if it comes back up here, it'll probably get rejected from around this area. And there's no volume in gold right now. Okay, so let's go back to our US30 and our NASDAQ because you can see they're almost there. And yeah, so there's no trade right now in gold, guys. And this guy here, so NASDAQ is coming up to where we want to get in. So I'm going to delete that because it's pretty much there. Okay. And yeah, so this is our 945 low. So we know this is a really strong point where it could turn down from again. But I'm going to take this trade. I'm going to drop my lot size. So I'm going in on one lot with this just for fun, like a fun trade, because this is my 5th trade today. And once I do 3 trades, it's like I'm done. But this is giving us our 5th trade right now. So as soon as it gives us the entry, I'll get in with one lot. If you guys came in late and you haven't taken your 3 trades, this is a pretty good trade here. You can see on the 15-minute chart, it's like that's the first sign of a trend reversal. Okay. And then we should, on this next candle here, we should have our entry on the next one. Or who knows, maybe we're buying the top. But I'm going in on one lot, so I don't really care. But yeah, if you've done your 3 trades, I would just maybe stay out, keep your profit there. Because we are getting in at like that first kind of trend reversal 15-minute sign. It's a neutral looking Hintakiashi candle, right? Which it could just go sideways. You see that a lot on the 15-minute chart during around this time. Okay, so there you go. Okay, so that's the entry for this guy. So I'm just buying with one lot, guys. Like it's a little trade there. Okay, so that's our 5th trade today. The record is 6 trades in a session. So 6 trades in an hour is our record for these lives. And that was done within the first week. I've got a piece of paper beside me where I'm tracking all the trades we do during the session. So then when I make the post, I can say something about it. Okay, so this guy here. So this is how I have my chart set up, guys. Is I got the 15-minute here. That's what I teach in the course. And then like this screen you're looking at is just for these lives. It's a monitor that I have to the side where we can look at 2 pairs at the same time. But this is how I have my chart set up. So I've got mine like that. My trade's in profit. And then I would just go like this. So I've got my 1 minute, right? Oops. I've got my 1 minute chart over here. Okay. And then I've got my 15-minute chart here. And I'm just watching it. And then for this trade, because I know this is super, super strong, maybe I'm going to use my last resort stop loss, which if I was in with a big lot size, that'd be stupid. But I'm in with one lot. So maybe it's the body open here. Then I get out of the trade if it goes against me. Like right now, it's kind of going against us, right? So, but when you see candles like this, it's either the trade's going to go, like there's 2 things that could happen. Is the trade goes against you, it gives you an early, you know, leave the trade, get out of the trade. Like if the next body opens over here in 3 seconds, it opens on the other side. Okay, so right there. So that's giving you an early exit. Okay. Your next exit you could take is if you see multiple neutral candles here. Okay. Then you're getting out. Your last resort, like, okay, man, I got to get out of this trade, is when a body opens below this line. If a body opens below the line, like I'm still in this trade. I'm just doing a lesson right now. And I've got in with one lot. Like I don't really care. If a body opens below the line, it means that it's like it's kind of beat all this in the past, right? Okay. It's the same thing as the opposite. Like, why did we enter this trade? Is because it beat all this, right? It opened above it. Now, this next one is going to open way the heck down here, which is going to give me my massive, huge lot if I was actually in that big lot size, right? But I'm in one lot. So it's like I could let price come all the way down to here. It doesn't really mean anything. But this is your like last resort there. And you can see it didn't open and give the exit model, the final exit model. But I started talking about, oh, you should get out of your trade up here. Okay. So you guys understand that. Like it shows you way, way before price is all the way down here. It'll show you up here with your trend line, the break of it. Okay, don't be in the trade, right? And this is how you can go and pass a test phase really freaking fast because you're taking a minimal loss when the trade goes against you, and then you're taking like a good size profit when the trade goes in your direction, right? So even though it's such a small move, like say we got in here and then price went up to here, and it's just like 3 or 4 candles, or even you got it within the same candle, the amount of profit is way more than the amount of loss you would take on the break of the trend line of just getting out because you're getting out at roughly where you came in, right? Okay, so my last resort, like horrible trade, I'm actually out of the trade right now. right? Like I would go and hit sell, like I'll hit sell right here because it's telling me that it could possibly go back down, right? But this here, this is probably going to go back up. Okay, this could be the low there. Okay, so let's go see how much I lost on that one lot there. So I lost $52, guys, which is not that bad considering. So these are my trades. I'll just name them off because you can't see my screen. But that first one, I made 369. The second trade, I made 136. The third trade, I made 24 bucks. And that big loss that I had right there, right? Which if I was in a proper lot size, I would have lost like most of my profits. I lost 52 bucks. So that's what I'm saying. Like if you are unsure about something or you've done your 3 trades, but you're still like, "Oh, I need to trade," like you're like have a gambling mindset, just drop your lot size and then it doesn't matter, right? Like, it doesn't matter. Like I made over $500. Oh, I lost $50. Like who cares? Doesn't matter. And then you can see here, guys, like look at this. This looks bad if you're in a long. It looks like it's going to come back down here. So then we could look for fair value gaps. And we know there's a fair value gap right here. Okay, so price is going to want to go there. So let's put our little line right there. Okay, it could touch this and then it could go up again. Okay, so let's go back here. Hopefully, none of you guys were like, oh, I'm just going to go in with a huge lot size on that trade because that would have sucked. And you're like waiting for it, even though I was like, oh, just, this is where you'd want to sell. But um, yeah, okay, so this could touch here and then go back up, or who knows, if you get a body open below here, then it could actually create a new low, guys. Like it could come all the way down here and we could actually get a short opportunity because this here would be a short opportunity if a body opens below there. So there's always a trade for you. Or who knows, maybe it goes sideways here and then goes back up or goes down. Like no one knows. We just know with these fair value gaps that there's a really, really high possibility that that's where it has trouble and it goes sideways or it has a reversal at that point. Okay. So, yeah, my recommendation for you guys, the VIP members, is really freaking master fair value gaps, really master understanding how to read the candles, right? Like, oh, get out right here. It broke the trend line. Just sell and be like emotionless about it. Like, oh, I just get out, right? You're getting out at where you came in, or you're getting out at like such a small loss. If I had a got out here, guys, my loss would have been like $5 or break even. But I let the trade go against me and I got out on this candle here and I lost 50 bucks off the one lot where I could have, if you go watch the replay here, I was saying this is where your first opportunity is to get out, right? Would have been probably break even. I think that's around where we came in. I think, I'm not really sure. Anyways, so you can see here, now we're getting, maybe this body opens below this fair value gap. And who knows? So originally, and why we took that trade was because it was the signs of a trend reversal, right? But it just went against us. And it could, on the 15-minute chart, guys, it could go sideways for 40 minutes, 30 minutes, whatever. It could just go sideways here and then actually make a move. But we did get a lot of, like, we had 4 profitable trades, and then this 5th trade here was a loss. So, that's pretty good. Pretty good. And we are definitely not going to have enough time for another trade. So let's glance at gold because I want to leave you guys with a trade always. So we're going to glance at gold. Gold is just trending down. So let's go to the 15-minute chart on gold. And gold right now does not look safe to trade short. Yeah. Like if I was to look at this and just guess, I'd be like, it's probably going to make a move up to here and then go down, but don't trade based upon that, guys. That's just like guessing. So I would say don't trade gold until later. Like, or sorry, it's today's Friday. You're not going to be able to trade later. I was thinking Tokyo session, right? After 6 p.m. when it opens back up, but it's Friday today. So it's done at 5 p.m. today. The market's going to close. So I think gold is off the table, guys. I don't think there's a trade in gold, unless it actually starts to come back up. Like it's, you can see here, it's um, like overbought, or sorry, oversold. So it's way down. Like this is what US30 looked like yesterday, and that's why we didn't touch it, right? Because it was actually overbought. US30 was way the heck up here yesterday. Okay. So gold is off the table. US30, the liquidity is too low in it. Um, I believe on Fridays after like 11 p.m. It's just too low. There's not enough liquidity. Like you buy or you sell, and it's, your take profit and your entry point are not where you click the button. So I just stay away from that. So we're looking at the Nasdaq basically because it's going to have enough liquidity to trade on Fridays. And yeah, so we already know about the Nasdaq. So this is basically it here. Like this is our levels for the Nasdaq. So I'm actually going to change the color of this to green, and I'm going to put the line right there. Okay, so this is your level for the Nasdaq. We can remove this. We can go like this, and you would basically want to have a break of one of these lines. So you're shorting, you're longing, or what you can do is you can take little wee trades in here. So for instance, like here, I'll just do this for fun. I'm going to click buy right now in the Nasdaq. Okay. So I've bought one lot in the Nasdaq, and then I'm going to go and I'm going to find a fair value gap, and I'm going to sell at that fair value gap. Okay. So it's almost there. So I'm going to sell pretty soon. There's one right there. And then there's one way up here. Okay. So boom, I'm going to take my little profits here. Okay. So I got out of that trade. Okay. It's like pretty close to the gap, right? Okay. It's going to probably touch it. And who knows, it could come up here. But you can do little things like that as well. As you can just look at the Hintakiashi candles. You're not going to have a as what's it called? The profitability is not going to be as high trading like this. You're going to have a higher profitability of a win rate if you trade based upon the model that I teach you in the course. But this model here works pretty good, guys. If you just trade based upon, like, if the Hintakiashi candles, like it's making clear moves, like it's a clear move, it went up, it's a clear move, it's went down. So it's probably going to be a clear move that it comes up to here or even here. Okay. So that's a model as well. I'm not going to teach that to the standard members. Like this is just for the VIP guys, is I'll mention these kind of models that you can, and that's what I'm saying. Like I can look at a chart and within like 5 minutes, I can always find a trade, right? So it's coming to here. So boom, there you're out 100% because it's hit a target, right? Okay. So on that trade, um, I made $10.38. Okay. So little wee, but yeah, you can mess around, guys, and you can, find out what works for you. And if you do say 20 trades like this, you'll find out a win rate for this model, that strategy, right? You'll find a win rate for it. Okay. So that's it for today's live. Oh, we did 6 trades today. So we had one loss out of 6 trades. This was our loss right here. We got in on this candle and then it turned against us there. But yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed today. I think today was really good because I did a lot of, we talked about a lot of solid things, I think, in this video today. So let's go. We'll end the session, and 13 people. Holy smokes, guys. This is like there's in group right now, guys. There's almost 40 people in here. There's 39 people in here. This is crazy. I thought like to get 40 people in a community where people are paying to be in the community and they're like paying to like learn from me and stuff. Like I never dreamed there'd be 40 people in here. Like I thought that would take like a really long time. This is crazy how it's working out. I'll say this as well, guys. If you are good at something, um, and you feel like you could teach others how to do it, I say like open up your own community, right? It doesn't have to be school or whatever, but like I think you should do it and then charge people like to learn like what you know. Like if you're a mechanic or you're like you do something where other people could learn from it. Like I think that's where the world is going because I think AI is going to take over a lot of things for people, like people that have desk jobs and like they'll just poof, they're gone. The only people that will basically have jobs anymore are like plumbers, electricians, that type of thing. And I think this is where things are going is like people sharing their knowledge and that's how people are going to make money. So, anyways, I thought I'd talk about that because I just find it neat. There's like 40 people in here, and they're like, "Yeah, we want to learn from you." It's very, very interesting to me. Okay, so that's it for me, guys. I'm gonna stop the screen share here, and thanks for everybody coming out, guys. It means a ton to me that there's this many people watching me live. Like it's, as I said, like I never thought something like this would happen. This is crazy. So that's it.